Okay, my dear students, today we're going to start the chapter number 15 from your chemistry textbook, page number 192. Energy changes. We know that how energy changes from one form to another and how we can convert it. Also, these all things are going on side by side. So here we going to start. We all need energy. We get from chemical energy. Energy heats our homes and power industries. We already discussed about this. Energy form the chemical reaction inside our bodies keep us all alive. We know that whatever we eat in the form of food, the food will digest it in our stomach and then it will be absorbed in our intestine and then become the part of our blood, and then this food gives us energy to our body. Whenever chemical reacts, we get a transfer of energy. That means the energy usually ends up as heat. Sometimes we also get light energy or sound energy. What it means? For example, here you can see that the crackers, when you're going to fire them or you're going to ignite them, what happened? They start to blast, and from them you get sound, heat, and also light. Can you think of a reaction which gives out heat, light, and sound? We know very well about this. Okay, here we're going to discuss about the fuel. Before to dive into the fuel, I am going to share another slide with you. That is about the energy slide. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, I will just a minute. I will share the book also. Thanks for your suggestion, Hussein. Okay, now you can see this screen that on slide share. What is energy? That we already discussed in detail. So energy, you can say that ability to do work, we know very well. But in physics, the capacity for doing work, it may exist in potential, kinetic, thermal, electrical, chemical, nuclear, or other various forms. These are different types or form of energy. There are moreover heat and work. Energy in the process of transfer from one body to another. We know very well about this. Okay, now today's topic, that is about the fire energy, or you can say that fire triangle. If you want to burn something, you need what things are given fire. So let's see and conclude all about this. A fire triangle or combustion, very important point, my dear students. What it tells you here, it tells you if you're going to discuss about fire triangle, actually this is a triangle, you can see that one. It's just look a triangle, or we name as combustion triangle, is a sample model for understanding the necessary ingredients. Ingredients mean whatever the things you need to give fire or you need for fire. Okay, for example, if I say you want to make a tea, for tea what you need? You need milk, water, sugar, and whatever you want to add in it. Okay, so when you're going to add all these things and put them on the fire, your tea is ready. So these are the ingredient, or you can say that the constituents of the fire. For most fire, the triangle illustrates the three elements. So how many total elements in this triangle? 3. Total number of these ingredients are 3. These 3 elements a fire needs to ignite. Number 1, heat. This is your first ingredient. After that, number 2 is fuel. That is also very, very important for you. And the third and the last thing, that is an oxidizing agent. What is this? This is usually we name as oxygen, O2. we use also this one. So you can see here, if you want to burn something, you want to give fire that thing, first you need heat, okay? Then you need fuel. Fuel may be in the form of paper, fuel in the form of wood, fuel in the form of any petrol, benzene, anything that in the form of a fuel you can use it. Coal, yes, well done, Ahmad. Anything you use in the form of fuel, or clothes also you can burn them easily. Some plastics, they also as a fuel. But any fuel and heat and oxidizing agent that can able or give you a combustion triangle, or we can say that as a fire triangle. My dear students, till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise type no, then I move to the next slide. No, please don't like this big no, my dear. Thank you very much. Excellent. Thanks. That's great. Well done. Good work. Okay. After that, you can see here what is a difference between burning of fuel with oxygen or without oxygen. That is very important point for you. Please try to understand. That is a burner. You can see here, this burner have here a hole. This hole is now open. Okay. Plenty of air in. What is going from here? Actually, in air, we know that oxygen is present. So a lot of oxygen is going from here, from the bottom of this burner, and gas also comes from here that can easily start a fire with the matchbox or with a lighter. You can easily burn this fuel, this gas in excess amount of oxygen. So here you can see the color of the flame, that is blue. Okay, now there is another burner in which gas is coming, no problem, but you can see here the hole is closed. This hole is not open. So the shortage of air mean to say you don't have enough oxygen. Here oxygen supply is limited, but here you have abundance of oxygen supply. You have a lot of oxygen here. Now then what happened, my dear? Then you can see here the color of this flame is not blue, it's some yellowish color, the flame. So the question is that, please everybody, you can write why the flame here in blue color when you have a lot of oxygen, or you open the hole of the burner, and why in the burner B there is yellow flame of the gas when you're going to close the lid or you don't have enough oxygen. That is today's assignment for you. Everyone understand about the question? If you want to ask, please raise your hand. Otherwise type no, then I move to the next slide. Hurry up. Thank you very much, Ahmad. Your answer is correct, but I need it tomorrow. Okay, well done. Thank you very much, Rami. Thanks for your nice comments. Okay, that's great. Now, here the concepts of incomplete combustion and complete combustion. Let's see all these two one by one. We know that burning or giving a fire something is simply we name as combustion. As I showed you, two types of burner in which one can get more oxygen, but the second there is less or no oxygen from the bottom, not at the up. If there is no oxygen at the upper side, maybe no fire because you need oxidizing agent. Now let's see this. What is incomplete combustion? Is also a reaction between oxygen and fuel, but the product are carbon monoxide, water, and carbon. So you can see here when you have limited or you can say that a very little amount of oxygen, reaction between oxygen and fuel, but the products are carbon monoxide. So you can see here you have just this one, this the carbon monoxide, that is water, and this one is carbon. This is methane, simple gas, CH4. When we're going to start to burn with limited amount of oxygen, we don't have enough oxygen, so we can say that this reaction is an example of incomplete combustion. Incomplete combustion occurs when a combustion reaction occurs without sufficient supply of oxygen. Mean to say you don't have enough oxygen. The oxygen is very limited, not enough. So this times the burning process is going on, but the product is not here as carbon dioxide. You get here carbon monoxide, and this gas is very dangerous, and you get carbon also, because this reaction is not going to burn all of this methane, all of the fuel. That's the reason we name this incomplete, or you can say that in simple words, that is not completely burnt reaction, in which your fuel is not going to burn completely. Now, after that, we have second type of reaction, that is complete combustion. What happened in this one? You will reply me about that. Okay, till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no. Everyone, quickly. Till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no. Priya? Yes, Hussein, please.
Teacher, can you explain for me again the 2CO?
Yeah, no problem. You can see that here we have a product. First, you see the reactants. This is a simple chemical equation. Now, you can see CH4. This is methane gas that you use for burning. Okay. Plus, this is oxygen. When reaction is going to start, we're going to balance this chemical equation. Then we get 2CO, that is carbon monoxide, plus you get 8 water molecules, H2O, and you get again 2 atoms of carbon, because carbon is not totally burnt during this reaction. Why? Because you don't have enough amount of oxygen. This will happen in complete combustion, but unfortunately, I gave you the example of incomplete, mean to say that is not completely burnt. This is incomplete combustion. So can please go back this one here. This, whatever the reaction going on in this burner, that we name as incomplete combustion. Okay. Here you get the carbon. That's the reason your flame is yellow. But here, in which you have excess amount of oxygen, your methane CH4 gas burned completely, and that gives you blue flame, and the product is not carbon monoxide. Their product will be different, that you will tell me. So that is your homework, and this is all about today's lesson. Till here, if you want to ask anything more, please, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, type no. Hurry up.
Mister, we will send you, Mister, in the WhatsApp or?
No, in the chat. Tomorrow, when we will, the next period, when we will join the meeting again, you will send me in the chat the reason. Okay?
Okay.